You gotta have art, especially at the Creativity Cave workshop at the Manchester Community Library. Every Wednesday afternoon for the next several months, starting at 3:30 in the afternoon, the Young Adults Loft becomes the headquarters for an after-school art program recently launched by the library, which brings together excited young artists with a local artist who instructs on the finer points of the art of the day. One day it was macrame, being taught by Arlington artist Lauren Cabus of Vermont Macrame. Then next week it was on to making face masks, just in time for Halloween, led by Trish Weil. The program was enabled by a grant from the Vermont Community Foundation. Paige Vignola of the Manchester Community Library told us.
This is a grant that is designed to assist with, I guess, kind of pulling the community back together after the chaos of the last few years in COVID. And the grant is designed to bring art into the communities, largely underserved communities is what it's designated for, supporting artists, supporting children. This project in particular is designed to bring local artists to students who have maybe nowhere else that they want to go after school. There are a lot of sports activities available to kids, but if you're not a sportsy kind of person, what do you do? Where do you go? So this is for them. In addition, we have high school volunteers that come in and kind of act as mentors, as well as perhaps maybe the extra art hands that are necessary when you have a group of this size trying to get crafts and work done.
Macrame is a form of textile produced by using knotting rather than weaving or knitting techniques. And Lauren Cabus had her group deeply engaged.
You have 4 strings, right? There's 4 strings on your keychain. We're going to take the one on the left, and we're going to make a little number 4.
It looks like a Chinese ladder. I've done this. Are we doing Chinese ladder?
It's similar, but not quite. Okay.
Perfect.
So you make a number 4 across the 2 in the middle. Can everybody see that? Yep. Okay, so your 2 in the middle are going to stay there, and you have your 4. Now I have my one on the right. You're going to lay that across the top of that little tail.
What? Oh, okay.
See that?
Yeah.
We caught up with her a few days later at her studio in the Arlington Common to get a deeper dive into the art form.
I really love macrame because there's no mess. It's just, I use 100% cotton rope that's eco-friendly. So there's no paint, there's no water. You can do it and then put it down and go back to it in a month or the next day or in 5 minutes. So it's really a good activity to do if you want to just like unwind, decompress. It's been very good therapy for me. And that, yeah, it's just, I have no idea how it all, lined up, but it did. And it's changed my life for sure. Art is just so good for kids and for adults and anybody, even if you're not creative. It's really good to use that part of the brain, especially these days when we're on our phones all the time. Macrame I love because I can't be on my phone when I'm doing it. So that's why I don't respond to any emails, because I'm literally going like this all day, tying knots. And when the kids come in, they're so excited because kids love macrame and they love any fiber arts and plants. It's really just fun for me because they're super excited about it and they can learn really quickly.
The next week, we were back to check out on face mask making that local artist Trish Weil was overseeing. More excitement, more creativity. Too much excitement to discuss her work in the Creativity Cave in detail, so we fell back on the Zoom call to get the backstory.
Next week, I'm trying to tailor right now towards Halloween is coming up, and we're looking at fiber art. So we're actually going to make our own felt masks, and you can make masks from practically anything. But the cool thing about using felt is that, it's really easy to cut. It's soft on your face, and we can teach a little bit of sewing, right? And who doesn't need a little bit of sewing skill? I mean, we all have stuff we need to repair now and then. So, that's this coming week. So I think we have like a standard mask where you could kind of embellish that. I think I came up with one that's like cat, bat, and bunny rabbits and bears, oh my, that one. It really is that kids are, you don't have to convince them to try. You don't have to convince them. They're very curious. They want to do, they want to create, they want to build. And so there's also none of that, ooh, I have to do this just right yet either. There's not that sort of perfectionism that sort of comes in a little bit later on in life where you want to just do everything as well as you can. That's not even part of their world. They want to experiment, they want to play. I think it's more just making sure that they learn. For me, I'm a big fan of, like, they should learn the tools properly and they need to learn the materials properly so that they can then break the rules. So for me, it's like I'm giving them an introduction to something they may never have experienced before. So, safety first, but in general, they're way more fun when it comes to a class. I will tell you that first class was so much fun wet felting with them.
Trish Weil will be back again on October 25th, and each week there will be a local artist offering young students a chance to explore some kind of art from 3:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Wednesday afternoons. For the GNAT-TV News Project, I'm Andrew McKeever.